Hi, this is the Biz Lounge. I'm Mark. My stock in focus today is one that actually I don't really like very much. When I first mentioned bus and rail operator Stagecoach back on April 27th last year, I really wasn't very keen on it at all. And it turns out, well, I was right. The shares have since fallen by a whopping 25%, and that's due to a number of issues, including low fuel prices and the risk of terror attacks on the transport system. Now, Stagecoach issued a trading statement today, and there is still a lot of decline being mentioned. But purely as a dividend generator, I'm beginning to wonder if this may be worth having a look at anew. Now, the company has enough net profit left over to pay dividends 2.5 times, that's the dividend cover, so there's little risk to the income there. And with the shares now around about the £2 level, this is what they are today, the dividend for each share was about 10p last time around, that's about 5% yield, which you won't really find anywhere else. Well, I think it's worth looking into and talking over with your advisor maybe. I might be tempted if they dip below the £2 level again. Now finally, today's the day. The letter has been sent. Britain has issued the notice that will kickstart negotiations for our departure from the European Union. We're now moving into uncharted waters, and Theresa May is my big boss in the spotlight right now because she does face a daunting task ahead. Now, there has been a lot of media coverage of this, of course, but in typical form, the whole issue has been slightly overshadowed by outrage at the Daily Mail's humorous, and I might even say slightly flattering, Legxit story on Tuesday. Now, some people have called it moronic, sexist and offensive, but I really think that's a little bit harsh. When did we become so po-faced as a nation? Our country has a very long tradition of bawdy, titillating comedy and humour that stretches all the way back through carry-on films of the 1960s and 70s, right the way back to the Middle Ages and the writings of one of our greatest poets, Geoffrey Chaucer. It's just not in our DNA to be so professionally offended. The story was clearly flagged up as a light-hearted take on things amid all the serious goings-on that we're seeing today. I hope we never forget to laugh, especially at ourselves. Okay, I'm off my soapbox. I'll see you tomorrow. Please do share, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter ye not.